Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we are going to discuss the difference between break and continue statement. Already in the previous session, we have discussed the break statement with example and also the continue statement with example. So now we are going to discuss the difference between break and continue statement in C. Break statement, if we are considering the statements following the keyword break or skipped and causes the loop to terminate. If we are considering the continue statement, the statement following the keyword continue or skipped and causes the loop to continue to next iteration. So this is the difference between break and continue statement. Both the statements after that keyword, it will skip the remaining statements. But break statement after skipping, it will causes the loop to terminate. It won't continue the loop. But the continue statement, it will skip the remaining statements inside loop, but it will continue to next iteration. Only in the current iteration, it will skip the remaining statements, but it will continue to next iteration. But in break statement, it will totally terminate the loop. After skipping, it will totally terminate the loop. For example, if we are consider this for loop. In this for loop, for I value is equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. If I is equal to 5 means break. We have used the keyword break. So when I value is equal to 5, it will break. So the meaning is when I value is equal to 1, it will check the condition. If statement fails, so it will go to printf statement and print the I value 1. Similarly, when I value is equal to 2, if statement fails, printf statement will execute, it will print 2. When I value is equal to 3, it will print. When I value is equal to 4 also, it will print. When I value reaches to 5, this if statement condition is true. So, this break keyword will execute. So, the statements following break are skipped. So, it will skip this printf statement. So, the remaining statements it will skip and causes the loop to terminate. And also, it will terminate the loop and the control will transfer to the next statement in the C code. Okay, so this is break statement. If you are considering the continue statement, when I value is equal to 1, it will allow the printf statement to execute because this if statement condition fails. So it will print value 1. When I value is equal to 2, this if statement condition is true. So it will execute this continue statement. So when continue statement executes means statement following continue or skipped. So after this continue, printf statement is there. So this printf statement will be skipped and causes the loop to continue to next iteration. So after skipping this printf statement, it will causes the loop to continue to next iteration. So when I value is equal to 2, it won't print because this printf statement will be skipped. So if it continues to next iteration, I value reaches to 3. This if condition fails. So it will print 3. Similarly, 4 also it will print. This 5 also it will print. Less than or equal to 5 condition. So it will print up to value 5. After this for loop condition only fails. So this loop will terminate and continue to the next statement in the C code. So if you are considering until this condition is true, this for loop executes only when I value is equal to 2. We are using this continue statement. So this printf statement will be skipped only when I value is equal to 2. For all the remaining I values, it will print the values until this condition is true. But here if you are considering before the condition fails only, if I value reaches to 5 means n value, suppose if you are giving 10 means, it will print up to 4th value. When I value is equal to 5, it will break. That is, it will skip the remaining statement in the C code and it will terminate the loop. Control will be transferred to the next statement in the C code. So that is the difference. So here, before the condition fails only, the loop will terminate abruptly because of this break statement. So now you'll understand the difference between break and continue. So this is the main difference. Break statement will terminate the loop after skipping the remaining statements. this continuous statement will continue to next iteration after skipping the remaining statements. Second difference, this break statement is used in loop control statements as well as switch statement. But this continuous statement, if you are considering, it is used only in loop control statements, not in switch statement. Okay. And if you are considering the syntax for break statement, this break statement is used in looping statements as well as switch statement. So this is the syntax for looping statement. For loop. So for expression 1, expression 2, expression 3, whatever the statements we require, we can enter the statements. And wherever we need to include this break statement, just include the break statement. So when break is encountered means the remaining statements it will skip and it will terminate the loop. Next, the syntax for break statement in switch. So switch, expression, and inside the switch statement, any number of case statements we can use. And at the end of the case statement, we need to use this break because we need to terminate the particular case statement after execution. So we have used this break keyword here. So this is the syntax for break in switch. And if you are considering the continue statement, this continue statement is used only in looping statements. So this is the syntax. So here for loop, and inside for loop, any number of statements we can enter here. And after this, wherever we require, we can use this continue keyword. And if you are using this continue keyword, when the particular condition is true, it will skip this statement, the remaining statements. And it will continue to the next iteration of the loop. Only in the current iteration, it will skip this remaining statement after the keyword continue. So this is the syntax for continue in looping statements. So this is the example for break in looping statements. So for and inside for, we have used the condition when this break has to execute. So if I value is equal to 2, that time break the loop. So it will break the loop and here it will skip the remaining statements and the loop will terminate. So only here according to this for loop, only when I value is equal to 1, it will print. When I value is equal to 2 means it will break and it will terminate the loop. And if you are considering the continue statement, so this is the for loop. If I value is equal to 2, it will continue. So when I value is equal to 1, it will print. When I value is 2 means just it will continue. It won't print the I value 2 and it will continue to the next iteration. So when I value is 3, it will print because the if condition fails. When I value is 4, it will print. When I value is 5, it will print. So up to value 5, it will print. And after that, this condition only fails. Loop condition only fails. So loop will terminate. But it will print the remaining values except this conditional value. And the remaining I values, all it will print until condition is true. But here what happens? Before the loop condition fails only, when this condition is true, it will execute the break statement means it will terminate the total loop before the loop construct fails. But this is not the case in continue statement. It will execute all the remaining values only when this particular condition is true, it will continue. So these are all the main difference between break and continue statement in C. So in this session, we have discussed the difference between break and continue statement. In the next session, we will move to the next module, that is functions in C. Thank you for watching this video.